Good morning, folks. Oh. Damn. It's a little bit later in the morning than usual. I decided to go to the gym earlier and then do all of my chores when I got back instead of the other way around. Of course, I fed everyone first, but usually I do the gym around 9. Usually I do the gym around 9 or 10 in the morning, but with it being so cold in the mornings, all I can really do is feed and break up ice and waters and then run back inside. So I wake up early, about like 5 o'clock most mornings. And then I go out to feed at about 7:30 whenever the sun comes up, at least over the mountains. And then normally in the summer, I would just immediately begin working outside as soon as possible because that's when it's cool. But now it's freezing and I don't want to waste hours inside while I wait for it to warm up when I would be going to the gym later anyways. So I'm thinking about flipping it and I'll just go to the gym at like 7 or 8 and then come back and do all my chores when it's warm. I'm not sure. I'm very particular about what time I work out, so. So what we are going to do today is hydroponics. I finally bought this rock wool so that I could start my seedlings for this hydroponic tower that Chase bought me. But first, I am wearing this jacket for a reason. It's cold outside, but we have to go outside and do some chores and then we'll come back in and start those seeds. Sorry for the squinting, it's like super bright out here. It's almost noon. But this coop provides enough protection in my zone. It doesn't get that cold here. I'm in zone 8A. But in the wintertime when it gets down to the 20s and teens and lower at night, I do like to at least provide a little bit of protection because the coop does have open sides and an open bottom that cold air or cold wind can get in through. So I just throw a couple heavy wool blankets that I have over it, and that'll just provide them protection from the sides. And they do fine every year. I've used this method for the last 2 years that I've had chickens. So all's well over here. Chickens can handle pretty cold temperatures, and also you can get more cold hardy breeds than others. Of course, I try to err on the side of heat resistance in my breeds just because of our summers, but I've never had a problem with it getting too cold and the chicken suffering. I was pulling some weeds. A sticker! Look how bad that is! Sheesh. I'm a disaster. I bet it was one of these guys. I was picking down there. But look at this. Ugh. This is terrible. I know my fair share of desert plants, but I'm not certain about this one. Does anyone know the name of this? I have to get this thing out of here. This might be the most dangerous thing I do all day. Well, that was easy. Look what I found. Alright guys, all done. Yay! Let's go inside and start those seedlings for the hydroponic system. But first, let me show you my garden. I don't want to give you a full garden tour because I'm going to do that later this week, but I did want to show you, look how sad these guys are. And the cauliflower, they're just so beat up, guys. It's been getting so cold. They are fully watered. I watered them yesterday. The soil is moist. They're actually also freshly fertilized with some fish emulsion that I did last week. So it's not hot. I think it's probably 60s today, I think is what it said, and it feels pretty nice out here. I'm actually warm from doing that compost. But man, it is getting cold at night. I want to say my average temperature when I wake up in the mornings, I check the gauge right on the porch, is low 20s. I think it was even 20 degrees flat yesterday. But the garden is the lowest part of my property, so I don't know how cold it's getting out here, and I really just need to buy another thermometer. So I changed into a shirt that didn't have holes in the armpits. Now we can start the seeds. Hooray! I don't even know what I'm planting yet, so I'm gonna go over basically my seed collection with you guys as I figure out what I want to plant. This seed collection. Now make no mistakes, I am not a professional hydroponic grower. I know little to nothing about hydroponics, so this is a learning experience for me. And possibly an entertaining experience for you. This is rock wool. It's basically just spun rock, and they put these little holes so you can just, it's very easy to seed things in here. But it's an inorganic material because you're going to soak this in water, and basically this whole thing is going to stay moist, as would soil if you were starting seedlings. But you don't want this to decompose with the seedlings rooting in here. So hence inorganic material that won't break down. Wow, okay, there's 200 of these. I don't have 200 spots in my hydroponics tower. So I'm gonna break this in half, I think. This feels a lot like fiberglass, and I'm a bit worried that it's going to stick in your skin like fiberglass. I've had terrible experiences with fiberglass. Oh, see, look. Wait, oh, it's just going, oh, look at that, that's perfect. Okay, so that broke really easily. Ooh. I think it is a little bit itchy. I should have left that stupid long sleeve shirt on. Oh well. Okay, so, so this doesn't fit. I just need to take one row off, and this row's kind of munched up, so sorry. Bye. I suppose you don't want to breathe this in either. I'm not real sure, but I don't think it's a good idea. So once you have the rock wool, however many pieces you want, etc., you're gonna soak it for about 5 minutes in water to just pre-wet it before you insert the seedlings. Yeah, boy. All right, so while this is soaking up, we're gonna pick out the seeds that we're gonna start. So this hydroponics tower has 48 slots for plants in it. Of course, I will start more than 48 just in case a few of them don't make it, or a lot of them don't make it. But 48 plants. I do know I want to start a lot of lettuce greens, and that's all I've got so far. So we've got root vegetables, that's gonna be a hard no. Corn, amaranth, no. Onion varieties, no. Tomatoes, There are miniature varieties of tomatoes. One that I've grown, it's called a tiny hat tomato. They're novel, they're cute, they're a little useless. I'm gonna go with a no for now. I have seen large tomatoes done. I'm just not ready for that. These are all my greens. Brassicas? No on the rutabaga. No on the cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage. Now Chinese broccoli, that might be doable. These don't get super big and they're pretty quick. 55 days to maturity. I think I might do this one. Sunflowers, beautiful, but that's a hard no. Very long, deep root systems. Herbs. I have a whole box of herbs. I definitely want to try some of these. I won't even try to decide which ones. I'll just pull the whole box out. And then I have a whole box of zinnia varieties and other flower varieties. This is cute. So this is a miniature variety of bok choy. I grew it last year. That was when I decided that I didn't like bok choy. I'm actually liking the stuff that I grew this year. And I grew full-size bok choy this year. Although this is a miniature variety, this isn't really something you would want to, maybe you would want to, but this isn't something that I would waste space in that tower for because it's gonna be small. I might as well just grow a large variety. Bok choy doesn't get that big to where I need to be growing a miniature variety of it. So I won't do that one. I could do amaranth. Might as well. I tried to grow it this summer as a warm season, like salad green. It didn't grow. I don't know what happened. So I'll try this. I will also try, I'll go ahead and plant some romaine. This is Little Caesar and Paris Island Cos. Endive, no. Lettuce, probably. I'll do black-seeded Simpson. This is a really pretty lettuce. And I didn't grow any in the garden this year. Kale, obviously. I have to give kale another try because all of those ones that are dying in my garden make me sad. I think that's it for the lettuce. I know I'm gonna want more. Yeah, let's do more. All right, we'll do the red Merlot. Nah, let's do some chard too. Why not? And we'll do some dino kale. All right, and then we have the Chinese broccoli already. The nutrient requirements for leafy greens versus fruiting plants such as peppers are going to be different, wildly different at different stages of growth. I don't know enough about hydroponics to confidently do that and not ruin one crop or the other. So first time, Megan, slow down. We're just gonna do greens and some herbs. Let me look. See, if I do a leafy green herb and just not let something that it's gonna flower. So I'll do parsley. I don't need any more catnip, goodness. Basil, ooh. To have winter basil, oh my goodness. More basil, no dill, no chives. How about I have had terrible luck germinating these sage seeds. How old are they? They're packed for 2020, but I have never germinated a single one of these over the past 2 years. Surely it's not user error. This is a good seed company. I don't know what happened. All right, so we've got our list. The rock wool has been soaking for a while. Let's get these seeds started and under the grow lights. So what I'm gonna do is leave these guys right here at the bottom. That's where the least amount of sunlight is for, I think, all or most of these seeds. Darkness will be better than lightness for them to germinate. So if this gets a lot of sun in the mornings, I might cover this with some sort of blanket. But this is also the warmest part of the house. This is the south facing wall. It receives sunlight, which is also why I have my grow shells right here. So usually this area is a really good place for seeds to germinate. I've never had super bad luck here. Once they are germinated, you just break out those boxes. The roots will be growing out of the bottom. And they will go with the block of rock wool and all just straight in this cup and straight into the tower where they will receive circulating nutrients. So that's all I've got today, guys. There will be a whole separate video when these guys are ready to go in there. Obviously I don't have this running. I'm not going to until that time. But thanks for joining me today, and I will see you on the next one.